This is called me and Sean being lurkers, staring at people at the beach. No shame whatsoever. Pretty though.
I know. Oh, you mean the view.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We are at Juno Beach enjoying the past sunset, whatever that's called. Apologize to the camera for doing
Sorry for being a lizard.
Yeah. Hello and welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. You're watching the Taylor Muscle YouTube channel and my name is Lex Ray Taylor. Here we talk all things sustainable fitness. We're about identifying different psychological components that make the journey a lot easier, and as well practical components, experimenting, finding out what works for you. So in today's video, I wanted to talk about something I find really interesting. I read a lot of motivational psychology, a lot of decision-making psychology, and I really enjoy that stuff. And I was reading an article the other day that I've thought about in the past, but I never had the container, such as this specific research, to kind of discuss it. And it was on how our temperament motivates us, okay? And it kind of was identifying two different temperaments. And I want you to, as I go through this video and explain it, identify what you are. So there's people whose temperament, meaning like their personality, their inclination, leads closer towards being committed and disciplined. And then there's some people who struggle with, commitment and discipline. Okay, just inherently, for whatever reason, maybe it's their nurturing, they don't have that, or they do have that. Do and don't. Okay, and so what motivates? Like, what's the difference between what motivates these people? And what they found was that there's two frames of motivation. Okay, the people who are less, commitment oriented, focusing on how far they've come is more motivating for them to continue, compared to people who are more commitment inclinated, like inclinated to be committed and disciplined, focusing on how much more they have to go is more motivating. Okay, I think this is really important. I was even having a few discussions in the past week with people who I've maybe hypothesized what their temperament went towards, and they even agreed, and I knew because I'm friends with these people, and so I kind of see how they tend to frame things. For example, one of my sisters, she tends to focus a lot on how far she's come, and even in the past I've caught myself in conversation, like just making a mental note, not necessarily like being against it, but just being like, it seems to really be top of mind how far she's come. Like, she tends to like go towards that whenever she's, feeling down or demotivated and that sort of thing. And for myself, I know it's completely opposite. Like, I'm way more focused on what's left to go, and almost in a sense to a fault, because I forget to remember how far I've freaking come. So it's easy to, in the midst of things, beat yourself up maybe because, oh my gosh, I have this more farther to go. Anyhow, my point in bringing all this up is as you pursue your nutritional journey, your fitness journey, whatever it is, keep this in mind, because it may be very useful, very little useful mental hack, mental tactic that, maybe when you're going through a day, let's say you're starting a new regimen, you're adjusting to, to more fat-based diet, and oftentimes there's a lot of lethargy and difficulties concentrating and that sort of thing in the beginning. If you know yourself to be, less inclinated to commitment and self-discipline, remind yourself, focus on how far you've come. So if it's day 3, like heighten in your awareness and your perception to yourself of, oh my gosh, I've went 3 days, damn, wow, like make that a big deal. And then on the other side, if you tend to be inclinated towards commitment and whatever else, think about how much longer you have to go. like, oh man, I finished 3 days and I have 3 more days to go, just 3 more days. I can get through this hour. I can get through, you know, this day. I can get through this next week, whatever it is. So identify, which one are you? Do you find that you tend to be inclinated towards lack of commitment and self-discipline? And if you are, start framing things from when you're demotivated, you need an extra boost, from how far you've come. And then if you tend to be inclinated towards commitment, start framing things for how far more, like how much more you have left to go. All right. And then like, oh man, I'm just this far. Okay. Just a little mental hack. I hope that you found that useful. So that's my video for today. If you liked it, go ahead and leave it a thumbs up. Leave comments down below. If you really took something away or you're gonna try to experiment with that, definitely let me know below as well. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. All right, see you in the next one.